Okay, this stage is a custom stage made for Dormammu. It was a request to fix it up by Metamutant. Okay, I retitled it Dark Dimension Remix. Okay, so I the only thing I didn't mess with is this floor graphic with the skulls. However, okay, so there was like this reddish mist, but it came up short on the bottom, so when you like pulled it back, like you could see like the seam on the bottom was cut off, so I like redid it so it like stretched down a little farther, covering the bottom. Okay, so this demon on the right here, he was like badly compressed copy of the blue demon on the left, so he was like all blotchy and nasty looking. So I just basically like took the thankfully mostly intact blue demon sprites and then just like redid the palette of the red one and made my own sprites of the red one. So that's what so the red one is like low key repaired and it was made transparent in the original. I considered making it solid, but okay. The next thing up, this Baron Mordo sprite here. It had like little pixels and stuff appearing on the side and in with the cape. I also like changed the sprite work so like it looks more natural when like he bends down, like his shoulders now bend down in a way. I actually like overthought like what would happen to his collar if his like shoulders bent down. I'm like, oh, I think the collar would like sink and point up. So now the collar like moves and sinks and point up as he moves down to laugh. So yeah, like also I changed like his animation so it looks a little bit more like he's laughing. It was just kind of like moved and he like opened his mouth full and then shut before. But now he's like da 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 da. And okay, so that's him. Oh, I guess I left this Dalzine demon sprite alone. I resynced all the sprites because they're like jerking all over the place because they weren't like aligned properly in Fighter Factor or whatever. Okay, so yeah, so those like demons are synced a lot better. There also like was bad coding, making the animation jerk and restart before it was actually finished. Like I just took that; it wasn't necessary. In fact, there's like 10 tons of bad code in there that I just basically disabled. Okay, so this mindless one in the background, he was also, once again, like, badly desynced. And I had to do, like, some major sprite repair on him. Like, he'll be much more defined and consistent in his, like, outlines. And, like his head was a lot, like, was jerking. Also, I'm pretty sure he also had resize damage on him, which, freaking resize damage. Like, if I could track down the original sprites, I don't know where these came from. Like I even typed in, like, Baron Mordo Mugen, like, did somebody make a Baron Mordo? And it didn't seem to be the case. And same thing with the Mindless One sprites. I don't know where they come from. Maybe they come from, like, a Doctor Strange character or a Dormammu character. I don't know. Maybe jjkoolaid made them specifically for this stage. But, like, it looks like he's built off Hulk or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so these like rock platforms were like one static image in the background. So like I separated them into like each individual thing, so they're now on deltas moving in the background. And there's like a sense of depth. Like I mean, they're floating in the sky anyway. There's no reason for them to be stationary for sure. Um, so also I touched up with the sprites. I got a little like did some like little bit of edge work on all the rock platforms. And I touched up the edges of the two background ridges, like the foreground background ridge and the far background ridge. Took like a little out a bunch of dots and stuff that basically what I'd consider spriting no-nos, and got just kind of edited them out so they look a little bit cleaner now. Yeah, like I totally told Metamutant it was only take a couple hours. Of course, it didn't take a couple hours, but So okay, what else? Oh, there's probably something I'm forgetting, but the main thing I wish I could fix, but just didn't seem to be a workaround, is the main spinning abyss in the background. Like, it feels like there's extra frames missing or something that could make it a perfect loop that just aren't in there. So like if you're paying super attention to it, well, you'll see that it like slightly jerks when the loop comes around. And it doesn't seem to be anything I could do about that. Like I tried a little couple different methods of like seeing if I could loop different frames back into themselves. It wasn't happening. See, oh, I also added a oh, I cleaned up these floating rocks too. Like I cleaned up every sprite except this floor sprite, it seems like. Yeah, so these like floating rocks had little like pixels on the sides of them that just didn't look right, so I cleaned those up. So the floating rocks that shoot up were also cleaned. Um, there's also little tiny demons flying in the background now. I got rid of the Illuminati priest. Like to me, it's not just some random evil-looking priest. To me, that's an Illuminati. That's one of Gil's priests. What's he doing here? He doesn't belong in here. But that's like I don't like hodgepodges. I think I said that. But okay, am I forgetting something still? I hate when I'm forgetting something. Might have to cut that out of the video. I hope this is to your liking, Metamutant. Uh, yeah, so that's basically it. I also got rid of the Dormammu in the center. There's like this sort of gray Dormammu sprite. This kind of like had like it definitely need extra clean. It had like white dots surrounding it, and also besides the fact that it kind of just didn't look very great in my opinion. If you want to put Dormammu in the stage, you probably don't want like a second like black and white copy of him sitting in the center of the background, but maybe that's to your taste to have him there. So that's it. Enjoy Metamutant.